I'm Matt with etrailer, and today we're talking about the Rhino-Rack Ski and Snowboard Carrier on top of our 2024 Jeep Compass. Now this is going to be more of an entry-level carrier, but this is going to be a great way to get your skis on top of your roof, and it's going to be a better way to haul them. Because you'll notice we don't have a lot of space inside of our Compass because these skis are pretty long, and even if you are able to fit them in here, it's going to be pretty cramped. So let's check it out. So the first thing I'm going to focus on is just operating it. You notice we have these larger buttons on the carrier. Now they're not super large, but they are still pretty easy to use. So even if you do have some larger mittens on or some gloves, you should still be able to use this. As for taking off your skis, one of the downsides is that if you're not super tall, you're probably going to have to step inside your vehicle to grab your skis. Now this can be a slip hazard, and something else I noticed when taking off my skis is that when your skis are up here, they're probably going to make contact with your antenna, as you can see right there. And today we have 160 centimeter skis. If you have larger skis though, they could make contact with your hatch when you open it. So definitely keep an eye on what size skis you have. But I can take this off and I'm going to step inside my vehicle. And if you're not a big fan of having to step inside because you don't want to slip and fall and hurt yourself, I'd recommend checking out the Kuat Grip Ski and Snowboard Carrier. Now that's going to be a much more premium option, but it's going to have some trays built in that you can pull out so you don't have to step inside your vehicle. But on the inside of this, we're going to have some rubber molding. That rubber molding is going to help keep your skis in place so they don't slide around and scratch each other up. When you're ready to close this, all you have to do is lift down until it clicks into place. And at the very end of it, we're going to have this lock core. I think that's really nice that we have an entry-level carrier with the lock core because this is going to make it a lot more secure and you don't have to worry about anyone coming by and taking off your skis. At the very bottom, we're going to have this clamp that reaches around and secure the carrier to your roof rack. And that's just going to be two platforms that secure in place with two bolts on either side. Their heads are going to have an option to use a security key to remove them, so it's going to deter some theft. If someone really wants this though, they'll probably be able to take it, but it'll definitely make it less likely of happening. Now we can get a few measurements at how high this sits up from your crossbar, and that's going to be just about 5.5 inches, which is a little high. That's nothing too crazy. What I recommend doing is just taking the total height of your vehicle, plus your roof rack, and then the carrier as well, so you know what areas you can make it. One spot to think about is going to be your garage. As for the space underneath, this doesn't take up a ton of room, but it does take up some, and that's going to be around 1/2 inch. So this is something I'd really worry about more if you have a crossbar that sits really low profile, and you have a sunroof that extends up, because that could make contact. It's not going to be very likely, but definitely something to keep an eye on. As for the usable space we have inside the carrier, that's going to be this total distance of 20 inches. So that's not too bad. So the one we have today is designed to fit with either 4 skis or 2 snowboards. Now, if you lay out all your skis and snowboards and measure them out, you can make sure that will fit or not. If this is too large of a size or too small of a size, there are plenty of options on our website. You can get a 2 ski, a 3 ski, or a 6 ski version of this to accommodate whatever skis you have. And on the other side of this, we're still going to have a decent amount of space. If you want to put any other gear up here, I'd recommend, if you plan on doing that, get some larger crossbars, because the one we have today is 47, and we're definitely using a majority of it. Something else to think about too is if you are using this maybe in the summertime when you're going fishing, you can actually put your rods up here. And I'd recommend maybe more of the 2 version of this because you won't need a whole lot of space, and they'll leave more room on top of your roof for anything like a kayak carrier. But overall, I think this is a great option, especially if you are looking for more variety of size carriers to put on your roof. This is definitely going to accomplish that. But that's just a look at the Rhino-Rack Ski and Snowboard Carrier on top of our 2024 Jeep Compass. Thanks for watching.